You may know about the passive voice, but do you know that we have verbs in a passive form too? Hi, my name is Gladys Molina, and I'm a student at the University of El Salvador in Distance Education. Today, I'm doing a video about the passive causative, and we're going to learn about some definitions, some structures. We're going to give some examples, and at the end of the video, we're going to make some exercise. Before getting started with the topic, we need to understand two statements. The first one is, what is the passive and what is a causative? The passive, it says that emphasize the object doing the action, and the causative, it arrange for someone to do something. We use passive more often when we do not know who is the agent or we do not really care about it. So, if we begin the sentence to form the passive, we need to have first the object plus the verb plus the verb to be plus the verb in past participle. This is the third form of the verb. So let's give some examples. Sandra is loved by John. So we're saying that Sandra is loved by a person that is John. So here we're not saying Sandra is the principal in the sentence. So we're saying that John is the one who makes the action of the subject or the object. And the last one is, my homework has been done. All verbs in English take an object. Therefore, some are complete without an object. Here we have some verbs in active form and passive form. So sometimes it's hard for us to understand this structure in the passive form. In the active, we can see that the verb is doing emphasis in the person or the the subject who's making an action. And in the passive, we see is the verb is saying that a cake is done by someone else. Otherwise, that we're not saying the object. So in this sentence, it's not necessary, and we can understand the sentence. We use the causative in English when we say that we arrange someone to do something for us. There are 4 forms of causative, and the first one we can mention is get someone do something. So in here, the structure, we're going to use a subject plus get plus a person plus to, and for the last we're going to use is infinitive. The second form is have something done. The structure is a subject, have an object, and the verb in past participle. So we can see the image. The person is doing an action. So someone paid him for fix the sink. So the sentence is, we had the sink fixed. The other form is get something done. So the subject is, then goes get, then goes the object and the past participle. And the last one is have someone do something. We had the painter paint the wall. Here always is the subject, then goes get, the object, and the verb in past participle. What is the passive causative? The causative, we're saying that the person is causing another to do something, and the passive, we use it when we focus on the thing instead of the person. So when we put it together, we're saying that someone arranged somebody to do something for us. In the verb had, in a passive causative, is not the same for the past perfect. The passive causative with had is, for example, they had the computer fixed by the professional. This is when I arrange someone to do something for me. But if we are saying the past perfect with the passive causative, we might say they had fixed the computer last week. In a passive causative, we have a lot of verbs. For example, make, have, let, help, and get. But today we're going to have just to, have, and get. Both have the same meaning, but the difference is that have is more formal, then get is like informal. I have done with my presentation about the passive causative, and thanks for watching.